Howdy folks, this is a test run for Mobile Live and we're just trying to see how it's going. Kind of Frog is having it out with that tree. How's the volume of those tweets? I'm wondering if this will give us a very long stream, because I've heard of other people using these devices and only getting about 5 minutes, but this is a more recent model, so hopefully it'll give us more than 5 minutes. Thank you. Frog's looking pretty good too, isn't he? It's a nice day. It's not bad weather. Just sometimes a few clouds can really mess up and cause buffering. So hopefully test this out, see if we can get longer than 5 minutes, and if we do that, then we will do longer lives, and we'll do a few more of them. This will be fun. We can take you with us on our adventures to the park and things like that. Cheri, thank you for being here. This is a little test run for us. This is our first time going outside with the live stream because we've been connected to the computer. Frog does go to the park. No, he doesn't fly away because he cannot. He had some trauma as a baby in the nest, and he has no flight feathers. So, at least on one wing. On the other side, he has a few flight. Let me see if I can show you his little back wings there. If he'll... Ooh, I don't want the sunshine in your face. Let me see what I can do. If you look at his little back wings there, you see one side has flight feathers, the other side does not. He is a sweetheart. He's such a blessing to me and all of us, really. Well, it looks like it's gone over 5 minutes. That's really good. Like I said before, other people that I know that have used these kinds of devices for live streaming have only gotten a few minutes, but this is a more recent model. So I'm sure there will be other challenges that we will face, but it looks like the time availability is not one of them. Ooh. He does think he can fly, and I'm actually really worried that one day he will fly too far of a distance to the ground and that it could hurt him, but for the most part he stays where he's supposed to. But Being a bird, he does try to fly at times. It is really fun to take him out like that. I've seen other birds that they free flight their birds, but flying actually around here is incredibly dangerous. I'm going to take a minute here to show you why. If you look at those very tall trees above our house, you will see that there is an abundance of wildlife out there. And I mean, you can't see it, but there are hawks and eagles that perch in those trees, and they look other type of food for them. So out here, free flight, they'd swoop down and get them in an instant, and it's a little bit spooky. So we keep Frog real close by. We take him to the park. Since he can't fly, we give him all kinds of stimulation for his brain. You can see he's very busily picking at this poor tree, but he will win the battle with the tree. Also, this is my nectarine tree, and I just want to show you real fast. Look at those cute little nectarines. Yeah, I wouldn't take a bird out here in this, except for Frog stays pretty close. So, and he needs to be able to go outside and get that brain stimulation that birds need. They're so smart. People don't even realize how smart parrots are, and all birds really. They're really, really smart, like 3rd grade smart. And, well, maybe not 3rd grade. 3-year-old child, sorry, my bad. But they're really smart, and they just are really, really active, and they need that stimulation. So since Frog can't fly, because a lot of them get a lot of stimulation from flight, looks like I'm wrestling with a little bit of buffering here, but parakeets are awesome. And parrots and parakeets are very similar. In fact, if I'm correct, and I may not be, but the studies that I've found is the difference between parakeets and parrots is the length of their tails. So parrots have short tails, and parakeets have the long, you know, the real long tails that hang down. So Toki and come here, you. I don't want you picking off those nectarines. Oh, you already got them. All right, as you were. Yeah, they're so smart. You'd absolutely want to train them. So Toki and Jax, my conures, and also Voodoo, they are parakeets because they have the longer tails. They qualify as parakeets. So I don't know for sure that that's the only difference, but that's the only difference I've been able to see or find. That's awesome. What kind of things could your parakeet say? What kind of parakeet was it? Was it like the budgies? Some parrots are known for their speaking, others not so much. So conures and lovebirds are not known for their speaking, but they can speak. They can make sounds that are like our words. Oh, those are pretty. My Toki, he says hi Toki, and if you watch some of the videos, you can see him saying that. Called the dog. Awesome. I had one that called the cat. Well, I don't personally have one that calls the cats, but one of my good friends and sisters has one that says here kitty. No, but that's what hers says. So I find it humorous and a little ironic when they call things like that, but Toki asks what you doing, and he says thank you, and peekaboo, he plays peekaboo with you, and he says a few different things. I haven't caught peekaboo games with him on camera yet. They are a lot of fun when they can talk, and you can talk to yourself and them and not feel like you're talking to yourself and going a little crazy. Look at this jungle gym guy. My goodness, Frog. You got some mad skills there. The chickens are out here too. There's the one you're hearing. Got a few over there. There's Callie and our little naked neck. Not one to trip. Anyway. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You don't even need an alarm clock after that, right? Well, I think there's a few things I'm going to have to learn about these live streams gone mobile, but including how to speak. My gosh, I get tongue-tied so quickly. That's awesome. But I think that we will do more of these, especially as the summer goes, because it's so nice. And so you can look for more live streams mobile, more outside ones. This will be fun. And I know JoJo is going to have a ball doing this as well. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I think that for this live stream, because, you know, I'm a mom, got things I got to do still, but not to mention a ton of comments, and thank you all for the comments that I need to respond to. But we will be doing more live streams mobile out here now. I know, I'm almost to 15 minutes. I'm so excited. This looks like it's going to work. I've been a little bit nervous about this, but this is kind of fun. Yeah, it's really tricky. This is just an iPod. It doesn't even have cell connection. We have a MiFi connection to our internet, and that's what we're doing here. So it feels a little risky, but it seems like it's going okay. So we will be doing more lives like this. Be watching for us. We'll keep them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, actually, we might not. This is fun enough. We might not keep them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, these little go lives outside. We might do a few more, a little more often, because they are really a lot of fun. So just be watching for us. I apologize in advance. I am not much of a person for schedules. So my consistency may not be great, but we are trying to get regular schedules and trying to get where you can see us more often. But you know, Frog, he's gonna do his thing, and we'll take you guys with us. Thank you, Cheri. Thank you so much. Well, I hope you've had fun with this live stream test, and I have. And thank you for your input and your feedback. And we'll be doing this more often. Have a